live from Studio 6B on a Monday. Brand new week, September 22nd, 8 p.m. on the East Coast. Real America's Voice. Glad you're in, everybody. Slick's going to be here to do some sports. Slick is in the building. Rick Delgado's going to do the news. Paul Nolan's going to do the news. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always. Glad you're in on a brand new week. It's going to be a busy week. Hope you had a great weekend. Lots to get into tonight. Slick's been nice enough to give up his seat here for the first segment of the show because we're very excited to welcome back our good friend to the show, Dave Kane from AMAC. And AMAC has their boot camp for Patriots. It's going on this weekend, Saturday, September 27th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Live from Patrick Henry College. Saving the Nation boot camp for Patriots. And Dave was on probably a month or so, maybe
about
6
that.
weeks ago.
Yeah, about a month, yeah.
And boy, how the world has changed since then. First of all, welcome back to the show. How are you?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be back.
And thank you so much for bringing us gifts on these beautiful silver
no problem. Well, I felt
Liberty
bad.
coins.
I felt bad you guys weren't going to be there. That's just one of the nice little presents that AMAC partners who help sponsor this event and allow us to continue them is going to be in the swag bag. We're giving them away to the first 300 people through the door with other cool things.
That's incredible. Beautiful. They're beautiful. Thank you so much. We so appreciate that. Obviously this Saturday, September 27th, 12 to 4, and I was looking on your site, and just to let the audience know, maybe if you didn't hear Dave last time he was on, confirmed speakers, of course, your CEO, Rebecca Weber, will be there.
That's right.
John Solomon, CEO and editor-in-chief of Just the News, is going to actually open the festivities, and then he'll have a couple of very important things to listen to. Frank Gaffney will be there as well. A whole lineup of great speakers. Phil Klein, who I love, has been on this show multiple times. The great Ben Berkwam, of course, will be there to talk about immigration. Our own David Brody, our own Dr. Gina Lawden, Mark Serrano. So you've got a great lineup of speakers. But maybe someone listening for the first time, tell us what this is really all about.
So these events are made to go into the community and, not only talk about what's important to our nation, but what's important to the local community that they live in and how they, just one person, we always hear, they always hear, I'm just one person, what could I possibly do? Well, there's a lot you can do if you know where to go, how to sign up, how to get trained for it, like poll watchers. Poll watching is so important. I have a gentleman I work with at the office right down the road, Steve Barbado, and he poll watches every year. He's a staunch patriot. He went through the training, and him and his wife both poll watch, and that little bit helps because if there's 500 more Steve Barbados out there that will be poll watchers, and he's the type of guy that's not going to let shenanigans run around in a polling office. And election integrity is one of the panels we have. Phil Klein's going to be on that one. It's going to be moderated by Charlie Stucklin, which is AMAC's own chief digital officer, but he's very involved in politics. He's a committeeman down here, local on Long Island. So it just gives you the tools and the knowledge. First, I find there's half the group they're like blown away that this stuff really happens. They think it's just stuff they see on the news, but it really happens. And when you're in this live environment and the person's right next to you, there's time after the show to talk to the speakers. It's not one of these, rush in, rush out type of thing. And they're just, some of them are flabbergasted and they want to know what they can do. So one of the panels we have on every show is AMAC Action, which I know you guys are familiar with. That's our 501c4. They actually have programs called AMAC Action Ambassador and Delegate where you could sign up right there at the show. There's going to be a big QR code on the screen. And then we take it from there. We pull you into our world and we start training you. And if you want to just do a little or you want to do a lot, we have the track for you to see there. And you learn all about that at the boot camps.
You mind going through some of the agenda here with me? We'll go through a little bit of what people can...
One important thing to note before you go into that, Damon, as you know, Charlie Kirk was supposed to speak at this event. Yeah. And, we didn't replace his speaking slot. Instead, we felt it important to hold a tribute for him during his 15-minute time slot, which we will be doing. We're going to be playing a video. Our CEO, Rebecca, and I'm sure John Solomon will have some words. We were pretty devastated like everyone else about it. So, but I apologize.
That's good. That's great to know, and that's great on you guys to do that. It's awesome. Like I said, remarks by John Solomon open everything at 12 o'clock. Doors will open at 11:30 there. Again, if you're in the area of, well, first of all, are there tickets still available? Patrick Henry College?
There are tickets still available, yeah.
Okay.
Fortunately, the one in Ronkonkoma, we reached max capacity and sold out, and there were still people. So this go around, I wanted to make sure we had a space big enough, and at the college, it's a gym, you know?
Okay, so yeah, if you're in the area and you haven't decided yet, make sure you get down over there because it's going to be great. Rebecca Weber, obviously, at 12:20. Then let's just go through some of the panels and talk about why these panels are on. 12:30, immigration panel moderated by, like you said, Phil Klein, Frank Gaffney, Ben Bergquam, David Brody, and Nicole Kipraloff.
Yeah. Nicole, I saw speak, I want to say like 2 months ago at a Pathway Fly-In in Washington, D.C., and I thought she was a fantastic speaker, and she had a lot of really good points. So after her speaking event, I went up and I asked her, and she was honored and thrilled to come. I just spoke with her today, and she's super excited to be.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, President Trump's probably #1 issue that he won on, and obviously what we've seen. Yeah. Of course, now we see Tom Homan under attack with.
With the bribribery, taking bags of cash.
But obviously, and nobody better to speak on it than Ben Bergquam.
I agree.
On the front lines,
I agree.
Like no one else is.
Yeah, Ben is definitely in the trenches on immigration for sure.
And the great David Brody, that's a great panel. Then John Solomon speaks at 1:15. Then you've got moderated by our own Dr. Gina, woke virus and trans sports. Tell me how that came about.
Well, I mean,
obviously both big issues.
They're huge issues nationwide, but even in Virginia, Youngkin got in, and but the problems didn't disappear. I think I said this last go around. I think it had just happened a day or two before when I was last here, where 4 or 5 school districts in Northern Virginia doubled down on the policy to allow males and female bathrooms. Now,
I can't believe we've been talking about this.
I can't either. It's like it's bewildering to me that and that's just it. See, these people kept getting reelected for these school boards. We need to teach people how to run for these school boards and get them out.
That's great because a lot of parents just don't know how to get started.
That's right.
They don't know where to start. They don't know how to go about the process, even a little bit.
Yeah, and it can be overwhelming.
It's overwhelming, especially if you find like a retired cop. He's like, this guy's a regular meat and potato guy. If he gets on that board, he changes the game every time.
That's right.
Yeah, that's great stuff. God bless.
Then you have your tribute to Charlie Kirk, like you just told us about. Then 2:30, election integrity panel moderated by Charles Stucklin. You've got Jason Sneed, Lynn Taylor, Heather Honey, and Philip Klein on that.
That's right.
Obviously, like all issues, obviously, but immigration, no bigger issue than election integrity.
And I'm
sure to AMAC members, given the demographics, this is a huge issue.
Well, it is. And, we all live in New York, and what happened with the ERIC voting systems a couple months ago, at Friday night at midnight, all of a sudden it's passed through. And, ERIC voting systems allow, New York, we allow illegal immigrants to get driver's license. And then the ERIC voting system literally tells the DMV, send over all the information, but do not send over their citizen status. So we don't know how many illegal immigrants or aliens are voting in our election in New York. And there's 14, 15 other states that use ERIC voting systems. Why aren't we using the SAVE, system?
Yeah. Then you got the great Mark Serrano, who I don't know what he's talking about, but he's, I'm sure, digital media or whatever. What's Mark going to talk about?
Mark actually... he has another event, so I need to actually take him off the run of show. So Mark, unfortunately, could not be with us, but we do love Mark, and we will try to get him at future ones.
All right, maybe Slick Rick could fill that.
I would love to have Slick Rick
sports.
in there.
Talk about the week's odds. AMAC Action Panel, Jen Bergstrom and Rebecca Weber. What's is there a topic there? What does the CEO want to talk about?
So Jen Bankston is the operations officer for our 501c4, and that panel is basically that's where a lot of people are going to learn how to get involved through our organization, as opposed to going to be a poll watcher. Although we do a certification process through AMAC Action. We tell them where to go and how to get certified, but they're going to tell you all of the calls to actions that we're working on, how to become an AMAC delegate or action delegate or ambassador. And that's where there's going to be a QR code up on the screen. You scan it, you can start your journey from there.
That's great. So that's pretty much most of the day. Again, 12 to 4 on Saturday, September 27th, live from Patrick Henry College. Boot camp for Patriots. If people are interested, obviously you can go to amac.us/bootcamp, amac.us/bootcamp. Any place else people can go? Oh, that's the main place to purchase tickets.
amac.us is definitely, it's on our homepage. The /bootcamp is the one you're looking at with the run of show and everything. But if you're in the area, come down, come to the door. You won't be refused. We'll let you in.
All right, that's good to know.
That's great, Dave.
So how many events like this do you guys try to do going forward? You know, we see what happened, obviously, with Charlie, and we see TPUSA, and TPUSA is, you know, they're going to double down now. They're
And that's AMAC's stance, too.
Yeah.
We're doubling down. It only just makes us even more apt to do more of these. We did 2 last year, 2 the year before. We're going to try to pull several more off this year because it kind of like this whole Charlie Kirk thing, it's a watershed moment for all of us, you know that. And it's, although as tragic as it is, the amount of chapter request turning points getting now, the amount of people that showed up at his memorial and his funeral yesterday, it's so, I hear stories of people giving their life up to Jesus Christ at these events and things like that. It's amazing. So however, unfortunately, you know, they always say God takes everything bad for good, and I'm seeing it unfold before my eyes with this right now, and I just hope his legacy can be honored by people like us, AMAC, and all these other groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, amen.
Just use me, Lord.
Yeah. Delgado, any questions for Dave?
Dave, so when people do get down there, how easy is it going to be for them? Like you said, if they show up just the day of, are you guys going to?
Oh yeah, no, they'll just come right in. We have a registration table. I did a walkthrough at Patrick Henry College. They've been great. It's a beautiful school. I think we spoke about that last time.
Yeah.
And it's easy in and out. And they just show up, walk up. They say they don't have a ticket. They will get them right in.
You know, last time we were here, and we only got a couple seconds here,
Sure.
we talked about the kids on campus.
Yeah.
And again, given the world today, it'll be interesting to see how many young people you see maybe walk up that day. I wouldn't be surprised if you get a lot.
We did extend the offer to the entire student body, to Patrick Henry College and their faculty. Just show your student ID, and you're welcome in at no charge.
Oh, that's
there you
great.
go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's great.
It's Boot Camp for Patriots. It's Saturday, September 27th, 12 to 4 p.m. Again, amac.us/bootcamp. If you're interested in tickets, there are some left. amac.us/bootcamp. Again, 12 to 4. Great speakers, great topics, great people. We love the people at AMAC. Dave, thanks so much for joining us. We
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it.
It's always a pleasure. I love hanging out.
Thank you so much for these. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. AMAC Boot Camp for Patriots this weekend. Make sure you get there if you're in the area. 12 to 4. It's going to be a great day. You'll learn a lot, meet a lot of great people, a lot of Patriots. amac.us/bootcamp for your tickets. We're back right after this.
Left to go on Stinchfield, and we're gonna see if we can make something work. And Harry, Harry was like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "We'll bring Studio 6B on the cruise, and they can go. They can. Yeah, he's making deals, but so it's not local, but
But I'd like to do something and volunteer anytime.
Yeah,
you need help.
Well,
I'm obviously not like these, Damon or Bannon. But
that's all right. That's all right. We love the show. I personally love the show a lot. I watch the show.
Well, if I could ever,
I like it.
If I could ever help out,
it's more my vibe, When I'm on Stinchfield, and although Grant's a great guy, he's awesome. But it's one of these types of interviews where you're like,
yeah.
Thank you again. Thanks so much. No worries.
Yeah, if you ever need any volunteer help,
I will.
I would love to help you any way I could.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, have a good night, man.
You too,
Have
guys.
a good one, and I hope everything goes great this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Good luck.
He's probably out in the kitchen.
In the kitchen making coffee. He's always making coffee.
I misunderstood what Slick said. I think I upset him. They said that I thought they both said they like conspiracy theories. They were like,
"What's
talking about
going
you. I was
on
happy
in the
for you.
chat?"
I was like, I got to turn my tinfoil hat up.
Coffee.
We got
Elaine on
chat.
Facebook. How are you? Cats B, what's going on? Hello, everybody in the chat. Nancy Burns on X.
The chat live in the
Chris
chat.
Allen, what's
It's
up?
Monday Night Football,
Going
Aaron.
fast. Janice on
Get
Facebook.
that game on. Might be too late.
Racing Banshee. Hello.
Alana Martin.
Lamar
I'm
Jackson, I
heading
need
to
a big
Rumble
game
after
tonight.
the
Eats Man on
commercials.
Rumble. What's going on?
Yeah, it's. I think they're trying to kill the commercials, from what I understand. But don't beat up our admin, Allie. She's not. It's not her fault.
What's going on?
People are upset about the commercials on YouTube. They got rid of them.
Still
The
talking
Real
about that.
America's Voice admins were involved there.
They're still getting served.
And now they're
commercials?
starting to get served commercials again. There's got to be some kind of setting on the back end.
It went to the ad break instead of us, so they fixed that just now.
Okay, so I figured Fran would know. Ticked
Chat,
off.
live
What's
in the
happening?
chat.
Troy Balone, what's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up? Ordinary passenger.
Allie Lane, I'm looking out, right? I'm looking
The
out for you. Lorraine
hoser.
Donato's my buddy. Jesus.
Man.
Ba-ba-da-na. 17 past the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Monday, 22nd of September. Glad you're in. Dave Kane from AMAC joined us in the first segment. Boot Camp for Boomers. Boot Camp for Patriots. Boot Camp for Boomers was the last one. Boot Camp for Patriots, live at Patrick Henry College. Is happening this weekend, September 27th, 12 to 4 p.m. If you're in the area. There's still tickets available, and what a day it's going to be. I mean, just if you watch Rav, it's a great day to go down there. You can see John Solomon, the great Ben Berkwam, the great David Brody, our own Dr. Gina Loudon, Mark Serrano. I mean, we are representing here at the Boot Camp for Patriots, so check it out if you're in that area or if you're within even some reasonable driving distance. I mean, what a great day with everything in the world going on. Sit down with like-minded people. That's what a lot of people need right now. And talk about some of the issues. Solomon's always great in these places. He'll have a lot of great information. There's a lot of great speakers, a lot of great panels. Frank Gaffney, nobody better than him when it comes to defense policy and analysis of all that. So sounds like a great day. Phil Klein, who's been on this show, is the chairman of the Republican Attorneys General Association, and he's just great on all the issues, Phil Klein is. So sounds like a great Saturday down there. So check it out live from Patrick Henry College. And I do hope the students show up. So
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Especially because it's going to be right there on campus. And like he said, it's just you just show your student ID and you're in,
Yeah.
or your school ID.
Slick, thanks for giving Dave your seat for the first
Sure.
segment. How are you?
I'm doing good.
How was your weekend?
It was good. I mean, Saturday it was nice. We went out. My mother-in-law took her for dinner for her 82nd birthday, so it was
Nice.
very
Happy
nice.
birthday.
Yep, went to a nice restaurant.
82nd, God bless.
And yesterday, between the Dallas game, but I have to tell you, to be honest, I let the Dallas game take second place, and it probably was a blessing. And I watched, obviously, the Charlie Kirk, the whole service. I pretty much caught everything along with my wife, and I got to tell you, that was made you really think, didn't it? Really made me think. Really made me pump the brakes. And some of the speakers were just phenomenal. The quotes, the speaking. That Mikey McCoy, such an impressive young man, and obviously Erica. And when she made that, and we're going to obviously cover it, I don't want to blow the whole show for you, but that was just incredible what she did. My wife said, I knew she was going to do that. And my wife doesn't just say that, so she was right when she forgave that young man. Boy, that's, how could I say? Not much you could say. So that was the weekend, Yesterday was surreal. It was a surreal day. At the end of the day, I was just like, that's all I could think of was that ceremony and that event and how that went. And it was really done. Boy, what a celebration of life for that young man, and deserved every ounce of it, every soul that was there.
Yeah. Amen. Delgado's going to do the news. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Busy running around, and like Slick, caught a lot of the coverage that Rav set up for yesterday for the memorial. Actually, my best friend Kevin was out there. He made it into the stadium. He and his wife went because they were affected by it as well. And just just a great weekend. Great way to cap it off, really. All the speakers were just amazing, really. When Marco Rubio jumps out at me. I
saw his afterwards. Boy, I tell you, I didn't get. I was traveling, so unfortunately didn't get to see a lot of the coverage. I know Rav did a fantastic job all day long.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I did see Rubio's afterwards on VOD. I watched it afterwards. Boy, I thought he was just fantastic.
Yeah. He reached the. For me, he reached the depth I didn't know. Because you look at these guys as politicians, right? You figure, okay, empty suit, empty suit, empty suit. That suit's not that empty.
He encapsulated, I think, what most Christians think of. He described Jesus Christ in a way, in 90 seconds, better than I think I've ever heard in any almost ever.
Yeah. It was amazing. I have it if you want it. It's up to you if you want to play it now. We could play it later.
It's exceptional.
No, if we have it, play it. You have that part?
Yeah. It's cut number 7. Here he is. This is the last about a minute and 15 seconds of his speech where he closes it out with, like you said, cut 7. Here's Marco Rubio.
His deep belief that we were all created, every single one of us, before the beginning of time by the hands of the God of the universe, an all-powerful God, who loved us and created us for the purpose of living with him in eternity. But then sin entered the world and separated us from our Creator. And so God took on the form of a man and came down and lived among us. And he suffered like men. And he died like a man. But on the third day he rose unlike any mortal man. And to prove any doubters wrong, he ate with his disciples so they could see, and they touched his wounds. He didn't rise as a ghost or as a spirit, but as flesh. And then he rose to the heaven, but he promised he would return, and he will. And when he returns, because he took on that death, because he carried that cross, we were freed from the sin that separated us from him. And when he returns, there will be a new heaven and a new earth, and we will all be together, and we are going to have a great reunion there again with Charlie and all the people we love. Thank you, and God bless you.
Yeah.
He's right on.
Yeah.
That was right. Yeah, it was awesome.
He's really stepped up to the moment in the last,
He really
8-9 months. He really has. I'm kind of.
You weren't a huge fan.
I wasn't a huge fan at all. He keeps surprising me. I hope it's as genuine as it looks.
Paul, how was your weekend?
Well, it was a nice weekend, but that's exactly how I feel. What Rick just said. He's definitely surprising me. I'm not a big neocon fan, and he's playing. He's just not. It looks to me like he's full MAGA, and he's not running his own agendas, and that was great. I mean, he really knew the scripture the way it was meant to be preached, so to speak, and it was great. My weekend was nice. On Saturday, it was sad, but a friend. We had a wake for a friend's sister, and it was just nice to catch up with people. The woman was sick for a while, so it wasn't like a tragic kind of a thing. But then, Sunday was a nice day with the whole family after church, and I watched a lot of the Charlie thing. But the Charlie ceremony was just incredible. And for me, the songs of worship, when Brandon Lake was what he was singing, I even wrote to the group, what a voice this kid has. I mean, he's just got rock star written all over him. He's just got that X factor where some people just command the presence of the stage, and he got everyone to sing along. I mean, glorious is the word that just came to mind, and just that whole place. I wish I was there. I'm watching it, and I'm saying to my wife, why didn't we go? My friend Mike lives minutes from there, and he said, just come on out. You stay at my place and just fly back out. And I just wish I would have went. But it was overall, got a nice time with my mom. Her health is coming back. All the kids. And so it was a great weekend. And,
And obviously, as Slick said, I think the moment of the day was Erica.
Oh, without a doubt.
And her speech.
Wow.
And do we have that moment?
Yeah.
Let's play it before we comment on it first, because
so emotional. Oof.
Yeah, it's cut number 8. Here is Erica Kirk.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Such a powerful moment. We'll talk a little bit about that moment when we get back. 26 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. We're back right after this. Someone in the chat says, better check with DML before you heap too much praise on Rubio. Watch his latest video. Well, why can't we heap praise on that moment? Why does everything have to be somewhat...
It's all or nothing, D, don't you know?
I don't understand.
You got to hate someone the second.
This makes no sense to me. Oh, he's not allowed to have a good moment? Or like the era, it was like the Utah governor. I know he's terrible overall, but he had a good moment. Always something, exactly, Dave on Rumble. Always something.
Always something. Absolutely right. Nuts. Boy, the Lions went right down the field like nobody's business, huh?
Yeah.
Man.
Surprising.
No defense there. I guess we're not picking that game, right? Good, because I was going to pick Baltimore.
You guys can still pick it.
Nah, we'll pass. We production situation here. You know. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Lamar Jackson right down the field.
I mean, it's only 7-0. What's the line?
4.5.
Who?
Baltimore, of course. They're home.
Minus?
Yeah.
Oh, they're home, yeah.
They're in.
Okay, so you guys can take Baltimore. You can take Detroit. What, are you afraid to pick because you're losing? Sounds.
Nah.
Oh, I see a throwdown.
I got a lot to say about you, by the way.
I see a throwdown.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Don't you worry. It's coming. Nah, don't you worry.
Oh, Big D. Getting going. Starting trouble.
Wind her up.
Get her fired up, the poor girl. Don't get her all fired up.
Showing up with a Chiefs.
Yep.
Showing up with the Chiefs jersey with a father. I mean, that's terrible.
The hell is that?
That's
Right?
that's
I
it.
mean, come on, Big D.
Now, that's one of them leaving happy is what that is.
Total disrespect.
That's, yeah, come on. Stand by your man. Yeah, come on. Yep. Sorry, chat. I don't know. I'm having a problem with this app here on my Yahoo. I got a fantasy game going on tonight. I need Lamar Jackson to do something tonight. Not much. And Williams had a good run there. I needed him to get some numbers. He had 2 beautiful catches. Look at this. Come on. Football. Yeah, this is going to be a good. This is going to be a good. It's going to
be a high scoring game.
This is going to be a good game. It's going to be like 42-40 or something.
30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Monday, getting a brand new week started. Real America's Voice all across the country. Glad you're in. Slick's going to do some sports. Rick Delgado's going to do the news. Paul Nolan's got some news as well. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always. And Aaron is here tonight, and she hasn't asked if she can sleep here or anything like that. So that's interesting because after the weekend I saw, well, I didn't see much till I got home because I had no service where I was in Vermont. You know, Vermont has no cell phone service and no water.
Really? They have ice cream, right?
They have a huge water problem right now. They have no water in any of the streams, any of the rivers, any of the wells. None of the, all of what's supposed to be green is all burnt out. And they have no cell phone service anywhere in the state. It's crazy. I'm no cell phone service in the state. Watch the YouTubes. I don't allow it, Bernie said. But so on the group chat we have, I mean, this is just, I don't know. I mean, if her dad's watching here, I want to speak directly to Aaron's dad.
Yeah.
I mean, the disrespect that Aaron shows. So Aaron's dad is nice enough to bring her to the Giants game. And Aaron, you can just cut me off.
She might have bought the tickets.
If I'm,
she might have bought the tickets. We don't know.
I did buy the tickets because it was my dad's birthday present.
Okay,
I
so
brought him to the game.
Okay,
Thank
very
you
good.
very much.
So here's, nice job, Aaron. Here's Aaron's dad.
Thanks, it was pretty good,
It's his
right?
birthday. Aaron is nice enough to buy her dad tickets to the Giants game because he's a Giants fan, right?
Yes.
And you say, I'm going to go with you to the game, Dad, because you know I love you and you've done all this for me and gave me a great life, and I'm going to go with you.
Yeah.
He gave you life.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you decide to wear what to the game? To sit right next to him.
I wore a Chiefs shirt.
I mean, that's just, you should be disowned.
I should not be disowned.
You should be disowned
My
and
dad
thrown out of the
loves
house.
Pat Mahomes and loves the Chiefs. The only reason he wasn't cheering for the Chiefs is because he was against the Giants.
I know, but
why don't you just wear a Swiftie shirt?
Well, because I'm not wearing that.
Why don't
That's
you wear a
not
Taylor
happening.
Swift concert T-shirt or something? Why do you have to wear a
I don't
Chiefs
even like
jersey?
Taylor Swift. Why would I do that?
The picture I saw of your dad that you sent us, he looked like he was kind of cowering in the seat, like, I got to be seen with her. She's embarrassing me.
I know.
No, he loved it.
Isn't that the way it looked to you, Delgado?
It looked
That is
very
not-
cringe. Yes, very cringe.
No,
Yeah, it looked a little cringe.
He,
so.
he seemed a little
definitely not
embarrassed.
cringe.
He looked like a broken man to
Yeah.
me.
No,
Yeah.
my sister was
Thank you,
there too,
Paul.
and she was wearing Giants gear also. So
Like a
it was
broken
2-on-1.
man. He's a Giant fan. What do you expect? Of course he's going to be a broken man.
How was the ride home?
The ride home was great. We listened to the post game. He's very mad at Russell Wilson, as am I, for him.
Russell Wilson was trying to throw the ball into the next state at the
he
end of
was
the game.
literally throwing the ball at Andy Reid. Like,
Right.
I don't know what Giants fans want from Brian Dable at this point. He needs to go.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think you got to support your dad better than that.
I did stop cheering for the Chiefs after halftime. I was actually cheering for the Giants if they did anything, which wasn't much, but I did
Sounds
feel
patronizing
bad
to
about it
me.
at the end.
Yeah, exactly, Paul.
Oh, I'll cheer for them now that they're not doing anything.
Yeah, now they're going to lose,
No, they
Dad.
were moving
Your-
at some points. It's
your
just Russell
birthday's
Wilson
ruined.
doesn't know what team to throw to or where his players
Poor
are.
guy.
So that's the issue there.
Now that your
And he knows
birthday's ruined, Dad, I'll stop cheering for the team I wore their shirt to the stadium for.
No, he loved it. We had a really good tailgating experience.
Oh,
we were
yeah?
throwing the ball to each other in the parking lot with some other fans. We
Let
had a
me
great
tell
time.
you about my best friend.
Oh,
No, we had a great time.
yeah. Thank you,
All
Mr.
right,
Eddie's
that's
father over there.
All right, that's fine. I guess you can still live there for now.
He has
So.
no idea what you're talking about.
It's funny.
33 past the hour. Let's do some sports. Speaking of sports, sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell. LFS6B is the promo code to use if you want to shop at MyPillow. Slick, what's going on?
Well, we did the odds makers on Friday, Big D.
I
You
heard.
weren't here. And,
How'd you do?
Well, you know,
Coming off
my
what
sister watches the show almost every night with my mother. So basically, I kissed my sister. I went 2-2. I didn't do good. I really thought I would have did better, but by the skin of my teeth, I won the Oklahoma game on a safety with 1:07 to go. They were 6.5 laying. They were up by 6, and they got a safety right at the end. So I was able to cover that. But other than that,
2-2.
2-2.
I mean, that's at least respectable. Better than your 0-4 you gave us in week 1.
Right, and I think I was 2-2 last week too.
Yeah,
so,
you were.
Yeah, I'm batting 500 here.
You're
which,
losing
you know,
the juice every week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's full. Yeah.
All right, and Aaron, how'd you do?
I went 2-2 also this week.
Okay. Well,
So
that's fine.
Not terrible.
And
I was
you went-
4-0, and then 10 minutes later, I was 2-2. Very upsetting.
And you were 0-4 last week. So you've
yeah,
both
if
had
I'm
an
counting
0-4 week,
Yes.
and now you've pretty much split. So that's okay.
So you
Yeah.
guys, are you
Not
guys
doing too bad.
tied for the season so far? What's the score?
No, I don't think so because Slick
No.
was 1-4 week 1, and I was 4-1.
Right.
So you're not keeping records? Let's have a
No,
running
we're keeping
total.
records.
No,
Yeah,
we're
we
keeping
got-
records.
yeah,
I
we
just
have
don't
the
have it in
records,
front of me.
so.
And how
And last week you were 0-4. I was 2-2. I'm 2-2 again this week, and you were 2-2. So Aaron might be up by like a game or two.
Yeah, I think I'm up by maybe 1 or 2.
Okay.
now, what about Farmer Brook? Didn't he send his picks in? How did he do?
He went 3-1.
Oh, he did good. Wow.
Yeah.
Is he
Wow.
calling Nolan on the side or something? What's going on?
No, Nolan retired. He doesn't do it anymore.
No, Farmer
picking
Brooks
these
has been
winners?
very
Nolan
good.
calls me now.
I don't know. Something funny about this.
No, he's been
Farmer
doing
Brook.
pretty good. He
Well,
has
I know,
a very
but-
good record.
Yeah, Farmer Brook. He's going to be back in the playoffs now. He'll be back for the
I know.
playoffs.
Now he's just going to be bothering us to come back on this show.
I know.
All right, 35 past the hour. Man, we'll just have to have him on. So, Slick, what else is going on in sports? And I want to get back to that clip of Erica from yesterday.
Yeah, so I want to get to this story. 7 California girls high school volleyball teams forfeit games against transgender player. This is Warner Todd Houston and Breitbart. The number of girls high school volleyball teams that have forfeited games rather than play a school with a transgender player has risen to 7 in the Riverside, California area. The schools have aligned against Jurupa Valley High School after several girls from the school filed a lawsuit against the school and the district and the state agencies that allowed a boy to join the girls volleyball team, Fox News reported. Over the last few weeks, 3 more schools have joined the earlier 4 schools to forfeit games against, is it Jurupa Valley. The schools that have refused to play against trans players now include Riverside Poly High School, Rim of the World High School, Orange Vista High School, A.B. Miller High School, Aquinas High School, Ucapa High School, and San Dimas High School. Jurupa Valley was awarded another win by default on September 13th when Ucapa School refused to take the court. 3 girls, 2 Catholics, and 1 Muslim filed a lawsuit back on September 9th. We reported on that. I haven't heard anything further. We will keep an eye on that suit, and obviously when that comes to a verdict, we'll definitely hear from them. But good to see. Rick and I always said that. That's all they had to do. And I don't know why it's taken so long, but it has for a lot of reasons. You know, people don't want to be quitters. They want to try to, but they have to forfeit. They have to walk away. You've got to get men out of women's sports. Right. I heard, was that Dave from AMAC earlier? He was saying about the girls' sport, they're going to have a whole seminar on
panel
that, right?
on it. Yep.
Panel on that. Well, that's fabulous. And I think it's needed. I think we have to keep it up. Obviously, the folks that tune in here, they know better, but we got to get it to the other side. We got to get AOC talking about this one day.
Well, forget that.
Her and Crockett there.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That ain't happening.
I know. Of course, they're not going to talk about it. That's a wrap in sports, Big D. Back to you. Monday Night Football in action. Tied at 7. Detroit and Baltimore. Good game going on. 4:47 to go in the first.
All right, Slick, very good. 37 past the hour. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell. LFS6B is the promo code. If you want to shop at MyPillow and send us your receipt, we'll send you a free T-shirt to LFS6B at yahoo.com. It's right there on your screen. So getting back to Erica Kirk and the forgiveness, I think I saw a lot of people confuse forgiveness with justice. And I don't think the two are at odds with each other. I don't think Erica Kirk at all asked for there not to be justice for this person.
Oh, no.
Well, I know you know, but I saw a lot of that.
Yeah,
Really?
Me too.
That somehow she didn't absolve him. She said she forgave him.
Yeah.
In the way Christ would forgive, in a very spiritual way. She didn't say that she never said there shouldn't be severe punishment for what he did. And I don't think she gave, a way for that to even be interpreted out of what she said. But yet I saw a lot of that people were kind of conjoining the two, that forgiveness meant that he was somehow absolved, or that she felt in her heart that she was absolving him. And and the point is, I don't think the two are at odds.
Big difference.
You can forgive people who do heinous things and still want to see proper justice served, which in this case would be execution.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it's funny because I did hear some other talking heads talking about that. Probably because maybe they had seen the same thing. Where just because you forgive someone for doing something against you doesn't mean it's like, well,
it's not forgotten.
You just get to, let's open up the gates and let you back out and let you go create mayhem. No, that's something personal. That's on her. If she's up, I don't know if I could be that way. Not at this point. I think it'd be too early. Maybe down the road if something happened to me, I'd probably need more time, me personally. Because I think I'd still be angry about it, and I'm sure she is. I'm not trying to say she's not. I can't say what she's feeling, but it takes a big person to be able to especially something this, raw moment-wise, to be able to do that so soon after. You hear about people forgiving their attackers and stuff like this in the past, but this is something, again, everybody's different. Everybody's got a different timetable to where how they might feel. But, as far as I'm concerned, I was very surprised that she did at that point. But again, from my point of view, when you look at Charlie and who she is and who they are as people, you get the idea that this is who they are. And this is the book they live by, right?
James Reed on X says, I saw a lot of that too. Got so tired of explaining that forgiveness is an absolution. Correct. As Jesus died on the cross, he told the evil man hanging next to him, you are going to die, but I will see you in heaven. Julie GB says on Rumble. And a lot of people are saying similar things. Forgiveness is one of the most clearly stated directions for God's will, and we seem to have this profound struggle with the concept.
Yeah, I think everybody equates it to a legal thing. What she's dealing with is not legal. She's dealing with, right, Paul?
By forgiving her in her heart.
Yeah,
she takes that burden off herself, and
the forgiveness is for her.
Right,
it's
exactly.
And that's what that takes the hate from her heart.
Yep,
and that keeps the love within her, the light of Jesus in her. And she gets to bring that out to the world. We saw a crowd stand up and embrace that moment. In a moment, well, let's be honest. This country is so divided. We've never seen anything like this. It's a powder keg. It's like they're picking a fight. They're trying everything in their power, the elites of the, to get us all shooting each other, stabbing each other, and killing each other in the streets. And, in a moment like this, where she takes all the strength she has, and she must be fully exhausted, just try to think about immerse yourself really in how exhausted that kid is. And here she is, granting forgiveness in a moment where most people be like, F you, I want to rip your skin off your head. And I'm not saying she doesn't want justice for him either. I'm with you. It's very obvious. Justice will be served. But the thing about it is, to me, I'm still frustrated by the way the left has captured her as disingenuous, using Charlie for her own benefit. Like, to me, how reprehensible the behavior is. And if I don't forgive those psychopaths in my heart, I'll get even less sleep than I got last night. Because last night I did find myself up, tossing and turning, boiling over the behavior of the people still calling, Charlie a misogynist or a fascist or a Nazi. And it just couldn't be further from the truth. And, I had to spend time praying on it from honestly, from 12:30 at night to 3:30 in the morning. It was, if I didn't pray on it, I wouldn't have got back to sleep.
All right, we'll talk more about what we saw yesterday. Live from Studio 6B on a Monday, brand new week. Glad you're here. We're back right after this.
Text I got.
Already a flag. You didn't catch them.
I don't even know why they bother even returning kicks anymore. They should just throw a flag and put the ball in the 30 every play. That's all it is. It's got to be 7 out of 10 plays get a flag on kick returns, punt returns.
Damon, were you in the X chat Thursday night? No. X chat Thursday night? No. No, I was not. Why? What was going on in the chat Thursday night?
Somebody said you were hilarious.
Someone said I was hilarious?
But I guess it wasn't you.
It must have been an imposter.
No, I wasn't.
Well, it makes sense that it wasn't him.
No, I wasn't. What did he say?
He said, that makes sense.
They said they were hilarious. You're not typically hilarious. We missed you. We were on fumes by Friday.
Aaron, were you watching the chat Thursday night?
You know what we missed most about you?
Fran, were you watching it?
Friday night was the pizza delivery.
As much as I can during the show.
Did you see somebody in there that looked like me that was hilarious?
Pizza.
They said
I saw
it was
one
you.
of each.
Pizza.
You saw what?
I saw one that looked like you and one that was hilarious.
Jesus Perez, read the super chat yourself. There you go.
Somebody said you were. No, Aaron said you were hilarious.
Super chat. Stephen Pausner, $5. Super duper chat. Slick Rick follows me on Getter, but I don't know why. I'm still on Getter. He's still on Getter. All right. Well, there you go, Steve. Let's see who else we got. Oh, that's it. Okay. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Jesus Perez, for reminding me to read the super chats. He's good that way. Jeffrey Koenig, thank you. Jeffrey Koenig is a very positive energy.
Without a doubt.
Nice guy, right? Always complimentary.
Santa Fe Mocking
My
Jay
kinda guy.
says if it wasn't him, Fran and Aaron would have texted him immediately and told him. Told me what?
I don't know. That you were hilarious.
You were
What, Aaron?
hilarious.
What'd she say?
No.
Nanu.
I don't know. I had my thoughts. Like, wow. Bashing us.
You were in the chat Thursday?
No. Well, I was
Oh.
in the chat, but I wasn't paying attention.
Well, that's usually the case.
Yeah, what else is new?
Whatever.
All right, 13 to the hour, live from Studio 6B. Racing Banshee on X says, Damon, we thought you'd be kimmeling the guys today. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Suspending?
Oh, suspending.
Well, he's
yes.
Disney announced tonight that he will be returning on Tuesday night. His show will
tomorrow
be
night.
back.
Yep.
We talked
Tomorrow
about that
night.
on Wednesday. We said that this is just a suspension. Hold your horses. But
So Disney.
what's his ratings going to tank all over again?
Well, that's what they're doing.
His
They will. They'll
ratings are
tank.
already. It's amazing. I think we have
He's
better
gonna-
numbers than him.
Yeah. They're just working out the contract. He'll
Well,
be
wait a
gone.
minute. I thought the Trump administration was the one who got him booted.
That's right.
Oh.
Right.
They don't make their own decisions. They listen to the president. This is
Yeah.
This is everybody on the left.
So maybe that
I guess it's
maybe
not-
that wasn't quite the case.
Huh.
Where does President Trump go to get his apology? Oh yeah, nowhere.
Of course not.
That it wasn't him. The media. Did you call ABC?
You did that good.
I mean, come on. Now Sinclair, I believe, says not so fast, my friends.
And Nexstar, right? With those are the two big affiliates, Sinclair and Nexstar.
Well, those were the two. Yeah, I don't know if does Nexstar say yes? I mean, ABC says they're bringing it back, but as far as the two syndicators,
Oh.
I don't know if either one of them has said yes yet.
Right.
I know Sinclair definitely has not, at least as of before the show started.
Do you think Kimball takes a pay cut?
No, I don't think he does anything. I think
No,
this
he's got a
probably was
contract.
the plan after all. The whole time was probably this, thinking that that this would be some big return after a couple days off or whatever it was. But he's going to have Gavin Newsom as his first guest Tuesday night. It's like,
perfect.
look at this brand new show.
Old slick.
If they think he's going to come
Talk about a
on,
rebrand.
if they think he's going to come on for 30 seconds and give us some nonsense about toning it down or
Yeah, some token.
some crap that
yeah.
I mean, stop. And it's not going to work. Don't even bother. I'd have more respect for you if you came on and just go back, just do what you normally do, which sucks and let the same 10 viewers watch that we're watching before or whatever it is. But don't try to come out and give us some nonsense about, well, I know I've thought a lot about what I've said and all this kind of crap. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, believes you.
Have you seen the girl in the local affiliate who was stopped the broadcast to speak positively of Charlie Kirk? I got that clip. This woman now lost her job. She resigned, but she was about to get fired for going on air and talking about how tremendous a person and an encouraging influence he was on her life. So if you want to roll
Well,
that, Aaron,
she worked with him early
at
on
Turning
in her
Point,
career.
correct?
Yeah.
and this woman loses her job, but she's not playing the role of victim.
Much for tuning into Marketplace today. So I want to talk about something for a minute, and it is heavy, so please bear with me. I want you to know that it's okay if you feel sadness. It's okay if you're grieving. 2 days ago, I lost a mentor, my first boss, the first person who made me believe in myself, that encouraged me to chase this dream that you're watching right now, Charlie Kirk. There's a lot going on in our world right now, in our country, but I want to say one thing. Lean on your neighbors. Speak up for what you believe in. I don't care what it is. I want to share with you one of my favorite sayings that Charlie would always tell us at the office. He would yell it from the mountaintops, so please listen. When conversations stop happening, when individuals become wordless, that's when violence begins. So, if you do one thing today, make it be with passion, with conviction. Stand up for your friends, stand up for your beliefs, and speak loudly, even if your voice shakes. Your words have meaning, your values have purpose. Never forget that. Thank you, CK. You changed my life.
Wow, good for her. That was beautiful. Where was that?
Yeah.
That was a local ABC affiliate.
She
yeah.
got fired after that?
Well, they encouraged her to resign.
You're kidding me.
But Kimmel's a victim, and we should all feel bad for him. What does he make, like $18 million a year or some stupid crap like that?
Stupid number. Yep.
So that she doesn't work there anymore because of that?
That's the story. She said that she was encouraged to resign the day after that.
Yeah, she didn't. She did that on her own without the news producers knowing. They suspended her temporarily, put her on like desk leave essentially, and then she resigned after that.
Well, somebody must have known Fran. I mean, we know in production who put the picture up in the screen. Some producer had to serve that.
Somebody had to put it in there.
Good point.
Somebody there did, but it sounds like higher up had no idea that this was occurring and was not happy about it.
Yeah.
Was not happy about it. I mean, that's a beautiful. Not only, I mean, it wasn't even like it. I mean, it was a tribute to Charlie, but it was a message to.
Right. She didn't come out and say, "Thank God he fights trans." You know, it's like she got
believe in yourself, speak your truth, know that your words have meaning.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Value.
What the hell?
And the local NBC covered it last night. They covered it. They certainly didn't give that speech, but they did cover the event, what happened, and all. I mean, so it wasn't like it wasn't public information.
Well, the left is. From what I could tell, the little time I tried to spend catching up today, the left seems enraged about what we all saw yesterday. Probably because we heard basically 4 hours of people talking about our Lord and Savior and where we're all heading after this life, which is a better life. And they don't want to talk about that, number one. But I keep hearing today on social media and even on CNN and other places about how now we're ushering in this new
Christian nationalism.
This new kind of like Christian nationalism. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call
Yeah,
and they're all up in arms about Christian nationalism. That we're more radical about it than ever. And I would say you're probably right on that. And we're not afraid to be right up, by the way.
So John Adams had a pretty good quote, but this is from a guy, Kaizen Isaidu. I really like this guy. He's down the middle, keeps me in check. But he said, this is not Christian nationalism. It's a revival of Christianity in our nation, and we need it. Social ideology is a poor substitute for God. And this is a quote from John Adams. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. That was Adams basically talking about we need a Christian fundamental belief or an ethos that is of decency and honor and respect and serving your neighbor and serving people in your community because we're still self-governing, and these people just don't see it. If I could continue this, Christian.
Well, they just don't want it. Also, they're also afraid of it.
Exactly right.
Yeah,
that's exactly right. They're fully afraid of it. It completely destroys their ethos of nihilism. Christian nationalism is the unification of church and state. No one is calling for that. The founding fathers understood freedom of religion is essential. There's also a new morality and virtue and things in the government can't do for a society. those things are in the domain of God. So I thought this kid did a nice job kind of laying that out in nice compact amount of words.
You know what it reminds me of? People getting confused. They don't understand what freedom of religion means. It doesn't mean freedom from religion. It means freedom. You get to pick. And it's just amazing because that's the word you said there, Paul. Revival is something I think we heard a lot of yesterday, and saw a lot across the board of people talking about this. Something that this nation does need a revival of morals, of standards, because we've gotten too far away from it.
Without a doubt. And if anybody's out there is thinking about putting your toe in the water, get the Bible app and just dig in. Start with the red letters. Start with Matthew. Just so much wisdom. Even if you don't want to believe in God, man, it's. I've read probably 100 philosophy books. It's the best one by far.
All right, that's a quick wrap on hour one already. Hour two coming back. We'll start with some headline news from Rick Delgado. We'll do some more Sports Will 6, see what's on Paul's mind. All on a live from Studio 6B on a Monday night. Real America's Voice. Glad you're in. We're back right after this.
Send it to.
I have it on my X too. You can send it to Damon, maybe.
Yeah, it stunk last night. I woke up. I went to bed early, but I got up, and all I could think about was Turning Point, Charlie, Erica.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, man, I just feel like I should have just found a way to get there, and
That would have been a nice trip.
I would have loved it there. I love
Would your friend say he was there, right?
Yeah.
What did he say it was like crazy?
It was a
It was very organized.
moving and exhausting experience.
I thought the floor, they could have put a lot more people in there, but they left it open, which I'm sure was by design, but it was smart that they left that open. I guess that was only dignitaries and, on the floor.
I believe, yeah, I think they said
the
security was
very good. Yeah. Rav's coverage
Pretty
was
tight.
excellent. I watched it on Rav. I thought it was great. I thought they did a fantastic
too.
job. I really did. Steve Bannon actually did a great job hosting.
Bannon and Dr. Gina were
Yeah,
fantastic.
Dr. Gina was fantastic too. Yeah.
I really want to drink a beer.
They did a
with
nice
Steve
job.
Bannon. I want to drink beer with Steve Bannon. I want to get him to talk about everything he really knows. He seems like a really good guy.
Then you can tell them all about how we do things here at 88.
Yeah, he loves. Apparently, he got the name right. I got someone said in one of my.
He read it off a teleprompter, probably.
On my X feed, somebody hit me up and said, "Bannon got your name right." The scripture is. Let me put my glasses on so I don't botch.
They got so many weapons, Detroit. Oh, good Lord.
For if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses.
That's Montgomery. Can't tell it too. They're both great.
It's still okay, man, to want this kid to have justice or all the people involved within this, because I keep praying for. I just keep praying for, just a government agency, intelligence agency we could trust. Just please give us the bottom of something. Give us the pure truth once.
right, hour 2, live from Studio 6B on a Monday night, brand new week, September 22nd, 9 p.m. on the East Coast. Real America's Voice. Glad you're in. Slick's going to do some more sports. Paul Nolan's going to do some news. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always. Talked to Harry on the highway today. He said he wasn't feeling too good, so I hope Harry's feeling better. He said he was going to maybe stop down tonight if he felt better, but he hasn't, so I'm assuming he doesn't feel better. So I hope he feels better. Lots to cover in hour 2. But let's start with some headline news. We haven't done much of that. Dave Kane joined us in hour 1. AMAC boot camp for Patriots going on this weekend, 12 to 4 on Saturday, the 27th. So, again, if you're in that area of Virginia, check them out. Tickets are still available. amac.us/bootcamp. amac.us/bootcamp for all the details coming up this Saturday. So, AMAC's a great organization. They do great work, great people. Check them out. Let's do some headlines. Rick Delgado's got them. Delgado, what's going on?
All right, Damon. Well, thank you for that. The world's greatest headlines. I know we haven't had them all show, but here we go. I know we spoke about this, but man, oh man, it's been tearing up the news cycle all weekend long as 58 House Democrats voted against the resolution honoring the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk. Enough to just make you shake your head like, what is wrong with these people?
Not really. They're sick. That we know exactly what's wrong with them. That's why I say not really.
The House
they hate America, and
they're not.
There's
afraid
no
to
surprise.
Show it. Yeah.
No surprise. There's no low for them. No low. No basement.
Yeah, the House of Representatives adopted the resolution to honor the life and legacy of the late conservative activist Charlie Kirk on Friday, just over a week after he was shot and killed during a college campus speaking event in Utah. The measure got bipartisan support, though, like I mentioned, 58 Democrats voted against it. Just amazing in the wake of what we've seen. The vote divided Democrats, however, 95 voted to adopt the resolution, 58 against, and 22 decided, we're not going to vote at all. We don't want to be on record going one way or the other. So there you have that.
Everything that Charlie believed and spoke about, they oppose.
Mm-hmm.
Every single thing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Some other Charlie Kirk's news from the weekend. I don't know if you got to see this. I know you were disconnected from basically everything, with technology there, Damon.
Yeah.
But liberal CNN contributor Van Jones actually came out and is praising Charlie Kirk for reaching out to him one day before his assassination. I don't know if you heard the story. According to Van Jones, the day before he was horrifically murdered, Charlie Kirk sent me a direct message, he said, on X. He said, he and I had been sparring publicly over the killing of a Ukrainian refugee and its relationship to race, Jones wrote in an op-ed. Jones explained that Kirk held a position that the killing of a white woman by a black man motivated by anti-white hatred. Jones disagreed with that sentiment, saying on CNN that such a position was unfounded. He went on TV and denounced the argument and denounced my denunciation, basically his criticisms of his assessment. And then he sent him a text privately, said, "Hey, Van, I mean it. I'd love to have you on my show to have a respectful conversation about crime and race. I would be a gentleman, as you know, as I know you would be as well. We can disagree about the issues agreeably." Unfortunately, he goes, before I could even respond, Charlie was killed, seemingly assassinated for the words he spoke, though the words, about the words he spoke. So there you have it. That came to light over the weekend. I don't know if you had a chance to see it or just read about it at all.
No, but Van Jones is a fraud. So, it's fine that he's telling the story. It doesn't surprise me about Charlie whatsoever, as it wouldn't surprise me about any of the big talking heads on the right that go out and do these tours or speakings, like our friend Michael Knowles is doing one tonight, by the way, for Turning Point USA in Minnesota, and the place is jammed.
Well, he's my choice as the only guy who could fill those shoes, on a regular basis. He's a Christian. He's articulate. He's calm. He's got a very pleasant demeanor. He's no Charlie Kirk, of course. Please don't shoot the message. I'm just saying, I think Michael Knowles would be a fantastic champion for Turning Point.
Knowles is great. All of the Daily Wire guys are great. But none of them, all of them, act like that. By the way, would act like that, like with people they disagree with.
Do you think part of Van Jones is grandstanding here just to make himself look good? Or do you think it just
he did show the message.
Yeah, I don't think it's grandstanding. I
know that. I saw the whole thing.
Okay.
I just wonder if some people, because I saw a lot of people in the comments felt like he was just using this as a moment to, make himself look magnanimous.
I mean, to that point, I think that's kind of gets to like what I say is the Siphony. It's like you can't be magnanimous. You weren't magnanimous. This is the first guy who told us after George Floyd. He knew exactly why it happened, how it happened, he knew everything. In 2 seconds, he knew everything. But the North Carolina train, he had no idea. Right. So it's like how do you take the guy seriously when it's like,
especially when Trump did so much for Van Jones and he still stabbed him in the chest, couldn't take the high road, couldn't be decent. Trump did a lot for him, and it was like pulling a tooth out of his face for him to get to be complimentary of Trump's help. So I get it. I didn't know how to react to it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so I'm glad he's telling the story. I don't think anybody that knows Charlie, I don't think it surprises them, because this is what he did. Yeah. This is what he wanted to do. He wanted to engage. He wanted to engage with people that disagreed with him on the issues and try to win the issue on the arguments.
And what would happen? He would win almost every one of them until someone would lose their mind, start screaming and yelling, or resort to some kind of verbal attack or violence, as we saw. And to me, there's no better way to say that you intellectually surrender than violence. Because if you can't win the war of ideas, you have to start throwing rocks.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say. The first person that starts yelling loses the argument because they can't. They're frustrated. They know they've been beaten.
Yeah, they start the straw man, the ad hominem attacks. It's always the same.
The name calling and all that stuff. Yeah.
I guess the point on the Van Jones thing is like I just a month, 2 months, 3 months from now, do we look at Van Jones on air and think, oh, maybe he's growing.
It's
going to be the. I mean, come on.
Yeah. No, he'll be
the same stuff.
No, he'll be a hate merchant the rest of his career. It's how he pays his bills.
And one more story from that, Damon. This is an uplifting one. A Wyoming lawmaker walked 3 miles on crutches to get a seat at the Charlie Kirk Memorial. Wyoming Representative Scott Smith, who uses crutches due to a physical disability, walked nearly 3 miles to reach the funeral when traffic bottlenecked. The number one takeaway from the funeral is the most important thing in his life is to walk with Christ, he said. And I'm talking about the Wyoming State Representative Scott Smith, who decided to hoof it on his crutches through throngs of people as the day's temperatures crept to 85 degrees at 5:30 in the morning. Smith and his wife, Carissa, had driven from Denver to their hometown of Lingle after the Friday work, then flew down to Arizona, set out for the funeral before sunrise on Sunday, and that was the way they could get there, was making it on foot. So, an inspiring story from this young man who, again, with his disability, said, this is too important for me to miss, and he made sure he was there.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. And I've got one more clip. Here is President Trump from Charlie Kirk's memorial. This is cut number 9. Here he is thanking Charlie's parents for raising him and honoring them. Cut number 9.
To Charlie's parents who lost their beloved son, and to the entire Kirk family, we know that no words could ever be enough to fill the void he leaves behind. That's a void that just can't be filled. But I hope the extraordinary outpouring of emotion over these past 11 days has comforted you with the knowledge that your son brought more good and love into this world in his 31 short years than most people, even very, very successful people, can bring in a lifetime.
Yeah, so there's President Trump as part of his speech from the memorial for Charlie Kirk yesterday in Arizona.
Yeah. President was great. Everybody was great.
All the speakers.
And all the leftists and everybody complaining about how they pulled this off. First of all, I thought they pulled it off beautifully, given the size and scope of what they tried to do. I mean, people complaining about the fireworks. Why were there? I don't know. I don't know the answer, but does it really matter?
Zooks.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what Erica wanted. Maybe it's not what she wanted. Maybe it's what I don't know. But why are we focused on that?
Well, because they don't have anything else to focus on.
Of all
They
the
need
things to
find
focus
something.
on,
I'll tell you why. Because
it looks like a WWE event. Why are there fireworks?
Right, a televangelist and WWE merged together. It's crazy because the problem the left has is they believe they're on the side of virtue. They believe that they are on the side of goodness and decency and patriotism and decency in America. But the truth of the matter is they've been ideologically entrenched in pure evil. And the reality that comes to them is that we're evil. And when they have to face it, they lose their mind and they're cursing. And Erica's and her baby must die. The signs, you see psychopaths outside you see some of the videos outside the arena, and it was just pure demonic, sick, evil, twisted wackos. It's as crazy as it gets, and they don't see it.
Nope.
How can mental illness be running that rampant? People are inside forgiving a murderer of a great guy, and outside they're talking about killing her and her baby. They have no idea how far from the right side of history they are. Yeah. That's why. They have nothing to complain about. They have nothing to say. They have no facts to stand on. Nothing. They have nothing.
Yeah. 11 minutes past the hour. Anything else in the news, Delgado, right now?
Well, of course, big
By the way, I just want to say, because I do want to talk about it, but I just, it's a little different for us, I think, being on Real America's Voice, because this is where Charlie's home was. Right. So I've continually tried to think about the timing on, but I do think at some point we have to talk about the narrative.
Oh, please.
That we are getting fed right now, and the actual case here. And maybe now is still not the time. Maybe that we have to give it some more time. And I don't want to sound insensitive or callous in the timing of this, but I do feel like there are a lot of unanswered questions on how this happened, who did it, is this the only person they did it, and what was at
my first
the idea of that we're being told. I'm sorry, that statement that was put out by them yesterday by that guy who is bonkers.
A World War I, 30-06, in perfect condition. He disassembled it, reassembled it. There's so many questions. I don't want to get into it, too, until you're ready, but I also want to be fully prepared.
There is a lot to talk about there.
Yep.
13 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. We'll do some more sports. Paul Nolan's news coming up right after this.
Pretty nice, right? Good to see. I hope I see more of that.
Actually, a waitress yesterday at Billy's.
Yeah.
Because I was wearing their
Damon, you never hold cash accountable, yet say there's questions.
You did go home Friday.
Well, what do you mean? I mean,
did she really?
Didn't he put out a statement saying to the effect that they are now expanding?
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Very proud of you.
Wow. Her is right.
You know, this is a story that my wife and I have been following. There's a heartbreaking universal ostrich farm up in Canada, and these animals are healthy and they're fun, and this woman has raised them and loved them, and they get eggs, and they have a beautiful life with these animals. They're all healthy, they're all good, and the Canadian government is making sure to slaughter all 400 of them. The woman is begging begging them to. It's just a terrible story of just an absolutely disastrous government.
That was a disastrous play. 4th down and from like the 3. Look at this play. Oh, my God. Detroit came to play tonight. Look at this. Look at this play. Oh, my God. Look at this. Oh, disaster. Can't. Shut up and throw the ball to Williams. Yeah. Well, I need 10 points.
That's the only thing you care about your
I'll tell you,
fantasy.
what's his name? Ain't looking good tonight, Lamar Jackson. I thought he'd have an easy, good night, you know?
He had a good start.
He did, and then that was it. Fizzled out. Get the ball to Henry.
Slick needs some fantasy points.
That's the most important thing. All right.
Did you see the Trump announcement today in the White House about the? What is that? Am I missing something? That looks
The
seems like the
Tylenol on
most
pregnant women?
inconsequential announcement I've ever heard.
With the acetaminophen?
Kind of big deal, I think.
It's a big deal.
You would think Tylenol's kind of regular, like everybody takes.
Yeah, everyone takes it.
But what evidence? What?
I didn't see any of the studies.
I just saw the headline, too. I didn't read it.
I have the story because I was curious about it.
You should read it.
All right, 17 past the hour. Sound like the blues.
That was
on a Monday night.
That was Slick singing over there. That
We
wasn't
talked
me.
to you about our friends over here. Well,
I already got gonged off.
We have so
at AMAC. Dave Kane was on the show, so what a better night to read the AMAC spot, because every night on Studio 6B we talk about what's going on in Washington. But here's a way to do something about it, and what a week to do it. Maybe this weekend on Saturday, you join AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens. AMAC is the conservative alternative to AARP, and they're fighting for the values that we talk about all the time: faith, family, freedom, and good old-fashioned common sense. AMAC members get discounts on travel, insurance, and prescriptions, plus access to useful resources, and, of course, the great AMAC magazine delivered straight to your door. And get this, you can receive up to 33% off when you choose a 5-year membership. Well, Damon, how much does that cost? Well, it's just over $1 a month. Say what? I said it's just over $1 a month to join a movement holding Washington accountable and helping save the country. Go to amac.us/Studio6B right now to join. Stand together, fight back. Go to amac.us/Studio6B. And after you join, under the 6B sign up right there, then you can go to amac.us/bootcamp and get your tickets for Saturday, 12 to 4. Go see the great John Solomon. He's going to be there. Dr. Gina Loudon, she's going to be there. Ben Berkwam's going to be on a panel talking about immigration. Nothing better than Ben. So go to amac.us/Studio6B. Sign up to become an AMAC member for $1 a month, which don't even know how they do that. And then go to amac.us/bootcamp. Get your tickets for Saturday. And you can march in there on Saturday saying, yeah, I'm a new member. I just signed up at amac.us/Studio6B, and I'm here for the boot camp for Patriots. What's better than that? That's the way to do it. So go check out our friends at AMAC. Is that it, Aaron? Yeah, that's it. All right. 19 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Let's do some sports. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell. LFS6B is the promo code to use. Shopping at MyPillow. I see more people are shopping at MyPillow as we're getting into the end of the year, obviously into the holiday season here. Not quite yet. Don't rush us there, Damon. But if you're going to shop at MyPillow, use code LFS6B. And if you send us your receipt, we'll send you out a free T-shirt from our site. We have a bunch of great ones at livefromstudio6b.com. Slick's got sports. What's going on, Slickster?
All right, Big D. Speaking of boots, let's go to the rodeo. North Dakota Rough Rider Cup. Here we go. Wrapped up over the weekend. We got Mandan, North Dakota. Here we go. It's the Dale Falke Arena. And the all-around cowboy was the great Wasey Shala, $12,079. Pretty good weekend. Bareback riding and bull riding. The bareback riding went to Tilda Hooper, 90 points on Massa Rodeo's Olds Tubbs Stevie, 18 grand. Well, big payouts. Steer wrestling went to Gavin Solo. 3.8 seconds. Good time there. Team roping, Andrew Wood and Jake Long, 4.7 seconds. Saddle bronc, Damian Brennan, not Damon, Damian, 89.5 points on C5 Rodeo's Shattered Lunati, 17,935.
If I was doing that, I would shatter my Lunati.
Yeah, and your femora. Here we go. A tie iron roping, Big D. We got a tie. Well, why not? It's so apropos to be a tie and a tie iron roping match. We got Blaine Cox and Riley Pruitt, 8.1 seconds, 9,100 piece. That's a nice split there, right, Rick, for the weekend? Yeah. Barrel racing, Austin Toby, 18.6 tenths. Bull riding went to Kai Hamilton. We know Kai is a good one, too. 89 points on Dakota Rodeo's Sneaky Situation. Well, we know a few of those, too. $17,907. Total payout on this rodeo, $507,006 buckaroos, Big D.
Yeah.
That's a lot of wood for
Come on.
Come on now.
Give them Cowboys
Get
some
them boots
money.
going. And we got a good Monday night matchup in Baltimore. Big D right now. The Lions stopping the Ravens on the goal line there from about the 1.5 yard line. They stopped them on 4th down. 14-7, Detroit leading the Ravens in a big matchup here. 1:10 in the second quarter to go. And we'll keep an eye on that. We'll have an update before the end of the show.
Who'd you and Aaron pick in this game?
Oh, we picked Baltimore, of course. That's why they're losing by 7. But we didn't actually pick. It's not official. We did not go on record, so we are not going to take. We are not going to absorb this loss, Big D.
What do you mean?
Unless they win.
We did not.
We didn't actually pick the game.
We didn't officially pick the game. Nobody officially locked in 4.5 point spreads or anything.
It's only
like
official if you say it on TV.
That's right.
And we haven't done that.
Yeah. If
All right,
you say it on TV,
who do you pick, Slick? I'll give you the game right now. It's 14-7.
You're going to give me the game for
You
Candy?
can pick it now.
I'll still take Baltimore. I think they're going to come back and going to win.
All right,
this game.
so Slick's on Baltimore plus what? 4.5? Oh, no, minus 4.5?
Yeah, I think they're going to win.
All right, Aaron, what are you on?
I'll take the Lions now.
All right, Aaron's on the Lions plus 4.5. So there you go. So now it's official.
4.5. She'll take that.
That's
hit.
good, Aaron.
She might get it.
She probably has a
You ain't no
Lions
dummy.
T-shirt on too, right?
All
now.
right. Well, we
Shut
got,
up, Rick.
speaking of lines, we're getting down the line here on Major League Baseball. Just 6 games left to go in the season. Season's going to wrap up. Wild card implications. I see the Cincinnati Reds tied the New York Mets for the last wild card spot. My Cincinnati Reds, but I know they're just not going to. We'll see. I don't want to jinx them.
He'd never stop.
I mean, you sound the same as Frank the Tank for the Mets. You guys
Frank
sound
the Tank.
exactly the same.
Him and I should actually sit down and watch. Maybe it comes down to Sunday
You guys
night.
should get
That's
a
the
couple
last
live
game.
chickens and do some kind of sacrificial blood pouring.
Nah,
You
we're not
guys are
harming
so
Paul, we're not
superstitious.
harming any animals on TV now. Come on. We got
Right, my
Braves.
bad.
Braves 8-5 over the
Santeria
Nationals.
with you.
Yeah, that's it. Braves 8-5 over the Nationals, bottom of the 5th. 9:40 Brewers and Padres. Both those teams are already in, and then we got a good one there. The Cardinals and the Giants. Giants need to keep going too. They're trying to keep pace with the Reds and the Mets. 9:45 first pitch out west. Let me see. We got time for a quick one here. Interesting one too. Bruce Pearl set to retire as Auburn's men's basketball coach as rumors of political interests swirl. This is Ryan Gatos of Fox News. Auburn Tigers men's basketball head coach Bruce Pearl is expected to retire prior to the start of the 2025-26 season.
He did it today.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah.
He did retire.
And
today.
they announced their new coach. Yep.
Okay, so then all right, so then here we go. So Stephen Pearl, Bruce's son, is reportedly set to take over the program.
Yes, he is.
They announced Stephen. He was listed as the associate head coach. Bruce Pearl reported retirement comes as, well, in fact, his retirement comes as rumors swirl over whether he would be a candidate to replace Tommy Tuberville in the U.S. Senate. Tuberville is running for Alabama governor. So what do you think about that?
The
Big
son is taking over?
His son, Stephen
is
Pearl's
taking over,
Does he have to
taking over
give
the team.
10% to the big guy?
Oh, I'm sure he does. He's
don't
got to
know
get his
about that.
beak wet.
But by the way, bravo to Auburn's production crew because the video that they shot of Tommy Tuberville is shot about as well as you can shoot it. It looks like a movie.
Man.
I watched it. I was like, man, whoever shot this knows what they're doing.
Man, good
Did you
stuff.
guys see my Syracuse Orange had a nice upset this weekend? Beat
Oh,
Clemson.
Dabo Sweeney, man, come on. Hot. The seat's getting hotter by the day.
Oh man, it sure is. That poor guy. Well, we'll see. Pearl, who is Jewish, has expressed his fervent support for Israel in the face of rising anti-Semitism in the U.S. since the October 7th terror attacks in Israel. He's been a supporter of how President Donald Trump has handled the conflicts in the Middle East. Pearl was also tapped to be the chairman of the U.S. Israel Education Association. He was 246 and 125 as the Tigers head coach and led the team to 2 Final Four appearances. So good luck.
By the
to his
way,
son.
if he wants to serve in politics, I'd be all for him.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
he'd be great.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's a
He is
firecracker.
no nonsense, and you can believe when he says something, that's how he's going to be. So if he says he's for this or that, When he gets there, he's going to be for this or that.
I don't think
It
he'll
ain't
be a
gonna
rhino,
change.
Big D. I don't think he'll be a rhino. That's for sure.
Whatever he tells you, you could take to the bank.
Everybody goes to D.C. with good intentions.
Well, I hear
Except
you,
us,
but-
Paul. They don't let us in. Anyway, Big D, that's a wrap in sports. 14-7 with about a little less
I mean,
than a minute.
Tuberville's been pretty good, Paul. No, would you say?
Yeah, he's.
Or is he not?
Yeah,
is
he's
he a
fine.
disaster too?
No,
I thought he's been pretty good.
I
he's
got to
been
be honest
okay.
with you. I have no problem with him. You know, it's not like Trey Gowdy.
Oh,
No, Bruce Pearl.
watching
I
him
mean-
last night.
No, I think Bruce Pearl would be great. Let's have him on the show. 25 past the hour, live from studio. We can do the odds makers and pick some college basketball.
Probably do better than us.
25 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. More to do. We're back right after this.
Oh,
Chat,
Andre
chat
Hopkins,
live
huh?
in the chat.
I mean, the story of the NFL season so far, just from a comedic standpoint, has to be Daniel Jones. That
Yeah.
he leaves the Giants and he looks like Joe Montana. looks like Joe Montana.
Yeah,
You
Indiana
know what they
Jones.
call him,
call
Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
He's
I mean, he just can't make it up.
no, you can't.
I mean, the guy looks like
Look at this.
like an MVP Hall of Famer.
And they have
That's actually Josh Allen's
It's
going
crazy.
into week
He's got
4.
such
Isn't
a good
that nuts?
offensive line. It's so
Crazy.
I'm happy. He's a nice boy. Good for him.
Get him
I
with a
love when
real-
everyone leaves New York and does well.
It's just such an it's perfect example of it's an ownership problem for the Giants. It's ownership problem, top down. 14 years of this kind of misery. It's not anybody's fault but the ownership.
That's got to be offensive.
If we merged both
What, are
New
you
York
kidding?
teams, you think we'd have
They
a
don't
Super
call
Bowl
it.
contender?
Hell no.
Unless
think
you want
we'd
to
have
buy
a,
tickets.
Do you
yeah.
think we'd have a playoff team?
No.
Maybe we'll have a winning record, but that's about it.
The
you
offensive
wouldn't have that
line would
either.
still stink.
I don't think you'd have a winning record either.
It's unbelievable. Giants haven't learned from history. Just get an offensive
I
line.
mean,
and
what are
work
they
it out from
combined
there.
right now? 1-5? 1-6?
0-6.
0-6. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
0-6.
0-6.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Has two NFL teams in the same state ever gone 0-37 or 0-36?
No,
Could
that's-
happen this year.
Good.
Don't say
It could,
that.
it could happen.
Come on, Big D.
Well, why do you say don't say that? You're going to be wearing a Chiefs jersey.
No, I won't. I'm a Jet fan.
You watch. She's gonna morph into
A Jets fan more than a dad fan, obviously.
into Bills
That's
Nation.
crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
She's
I
gonna
don't think it
become a
is.
Bills fan.
No,
How
he
is that?
loved it. Don't you worry.
Buffalo Bill.
Aaron, he's not going to tell you how much he despises you because you're his daughter, but he's down
No,
deep.
no, he would. He gave me crap for it at first, and then he thought it was funny.
I don't know. I like to hear that myself from him.
Listen,
I'll have him give you a call.
Sit back and lower the camera.
Sorry?
look at this game.
Oh,
They just tied it up, Paul.
We can hear you through the big speaker out here, just so
Look
you
at
guys
that,
know.
Paul. They tied it up.
I saw. What a drive down the nice.
Like monsters. That was the touchdown pass I needed. I only need 3 points now between him and Williams. If I can't get that, it's over.
Look, Lamar letting his soul glow.
Apparently in the YouTube chat, they're trying to guess our zodiac signs.
Oh,
What's
God,
that mean?
please.
I mean, what our birth
No,
sign?
I
Like
don't
I'm a
want-
Virgo.
Oh, God, where's Sabrina when we need her? That is Kelsey. Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
All right, live from Studio 6B, 30 minutes past the hour on a Monday night, September 22nd. Slick's doing sports. Rick Delgado's doing the news. Paul Nolan's going to do some news right now. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always. Mr. Nolan, what's on your mind in the news?
We talked about it at the break briefly, but, Trump's announced the greatest announcement ever and medical breakthrough. But I was expecting more. But either way, I guess it's good news. President Trump on Monday announced that the use of acetaminophen, the active ingredient in Tylenol, can increase the risk of autism when used by pregnant women. Bobby Kennedy said Tylenol is tied to autism, ADHD, and liver toxicity in children. Today, the FDA will issue a physician's notice about the risk of acetaminophen during pregnancy and begin the process to initiate a safety label change. There is a potential association between acetaminophen use during pregnancy and adverse neurodevelopmental outcomes, including later diagnosis of ADHD and autism. So,
what's interesting about this story, the most interesting part about this, and again, I'm not really sure what to make of the Tylenol thing. Maybe they're onto something here, and they'll have studies and whatever. But the interesting thing for me is going to be now to watch the left, who told us, if you don't get the vaccine, you don't deserve to be part of society. Who told us, no. You got to stay 6 feet apart because that's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you got to stay under your kitchen table because that's going to make a huge difference. Oh, no, you got to triple mask and wear a, cloth over your head because that's going to make a difference. Really? Who's telling us this?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody at the CDC and HHS and all these places, you got to trust the science, don't you know? And the same people today already are going, they're going to take our Tylenol away from us. That's the only thing that I can take.
Fascist.
What are you talking about? What are these guys are nuts. Same people.
I want my arsenic.
That's going to be the fascinating part of all of this. To watch the complete meltdown over, you can't trust any of these guys. Same people told us to stay under our kitchen tables, wear 4 masks, drive alone in our car, stay 6 feet apart, put up a piece of plastic even though everything else is open because that was going to make a difference. Told us all of this stuff. Now you watch what happens.
Oh, and don't forget that you can go to a restaurant as long as you wear your mask before you get seated, and then you can take it off.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But whatever you do, if your mom or dad are dying in a hospital, don't be there next to them and advocate for them. Right. Let them rot to death without any love or support.
Yeah,
Thanks,
same people
guys.
now.
Appreciate it.
They're taking our Tylenol away from us. It's the only thing that helps when we have pain or fevers, don't you know? It's amazing to watch this.
Don't you know?
All right, anything else, Paul?
Yeah, White House Press Secretary Karen Levitt on Monday told reporters at a press briefing that the Biden administration attempted to entrap President Donald Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, but failed because he never accepted the bribe. You guys see this story?
Yeah.
No,
This is a very
Another hit piece.
This is another example of a wrap-up smear doing everything in their power to discredit somebody. MSNBC reported over the weekend that the Biden administration's FBI filmed Holman allegedly accepting $50,000 bribe from an undercover agent, insisting he could help them secure government contracts under the Trump administration. Director Kash Patel and Attorney General Todd Blanche told the outlet they looked into the allegations of bribery and found no credible evidence of criminal wrongdoing, which left the frothing and foaming.
Yeah.
And once again, this is exactly what the wrap-up smear and a scam media on your side can do for you. This is an absolute travesty, and they're worried about fascism. They're so stupid.
Yep.
And it's hysterical at this point. So
Sick.
I thought maybe we'd get to that one. And then I thought there was, in the most disgusting thing I've seen in a while, there's a used up, useless heavy metal band named Gwar. They shocked their audience with a graphic depiction of the assassinations of President Trump and Elon Musk at their Chicago show over the weekend. They legitimately had this puppet thing, and they cut its head off and blood squirting everywhere. It was just so stupid. It was pathetic and infantile. But here's another example of the desensitized people. Label them. There is, the simple notion that if you continue to call these people fascists or Nazis, they dehumanize them, and now it justifies killing them. Here's from 1943, a clip of G. Edward Griffin. I thought this would be cool. It's 30 seconds. It's just a reminder how this plan has always been there, but it's been operating at full tilt. Can you roll that for me?
When certain obstructionists become too irritating, label them after suitable buildups as fascist or Nazi or anti-Semitic, and use the prestige of anti-fascist and tolerance organizations to discredit them. In the public mind, constantly associate those who oppose us with those names which already have a bad smell. The association will, after enough repetition, become fact in the public mind.
Yeah.
And that's been going on for so long. So.
Yeah, 35 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. And as we were just talking about our healthcare system and the announcement today, we all know that the healthcare system obviously isn't working for most Americans. Skyrocketing costs, chronic illness that truly never gets better. Millions are being left feeling powerless, sick, and unheard. But a movement is growing, one that says it's time to take our health back into our own hands. It's called Make America Healthy Again. Of course, we saw Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in the White House today with the president and Dr. Bhattacharya and Dr. McCary. And it's all about reclaiming our health, rejecting chemical quick fixes, and choosing natural, effective solutions. That's why I'm thrilled to welcome back to the show Dr. Holly Lucille. She's a nationally recognized naturopathic doctor, and she's here today on behalf of Pure Health Research, a company offering safer, cleaner alternatives that support true health freedom. Dr. Holly, welcome back to the show. Tell us a little bit about Pure Health Research.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me back. It's been a lot. I know so many things are going on, so I'm happy to be here. And I think people like Pure Health Research, this is the place that we need to have, and we need to know. We need to have your viewers know about them. I should say that.
Yeah. What should the viewers know about them, or what? If you had to pick maybe their top 3 products, what would you say the people should be looking at?
Yeah, I think for the most part, we've talked a lot about liver health formula on this show so many times, and I think that's still up there. I think that's so much important for the reason that there are so many people that have fatty liver and that don't know about it. And so the liver health formula is so much, we've just seen it have the most impact in their product. And then also lymph support system. The lymph system support, also very important. So I would say the liver health formula is like, okay, if we're going to support your liver, that's great. It's like, if you are going to go, like, I would say, getting all of the garbage out of your house, right, and put it outside, the lymph system support is going to be the people that take it and take it away. So those 2 things are very, very important. The liver support and also lymph system support, for sure.
All right, very good. And now, of course, you can go to purehealthresearch.com, purehealthresearch.com, and you can try their products risk-free with an exclusive 35% discount for the next 48 hours. Use promo code 6B at purehealthresearch.com, purehealthresearch.com. Plus, there's a 365-day money-back guarantee, so there's zero risk in saying yes to better health. So, Dr. Lucille, always a pleasure to have you on this show. We hope people will check it out. purehealthresearch.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dr. Holly Lucille from purehealthresearch.com. Again, code 6B, 35% discount for the next 48 hours. So check them out. And like she said, the liver health we have talked a lot about on this show. And again, I don't know how you have fatty liver without going to your physical, your doctor telling you, but if you do and you know you have it, definitely check it out and check out the site, purehealthresearch.com. All right, 39 past the hour. Let's do some more headlines. Man, the show is going so fast. Delgado, what do you got?
All right, well, the governor's race in New Jersey is heating up, Damon, and we're talking about the race between Jack can't pronounce his last name.
Chittarelli, I think.
Chittarelli, that's what it is. Yeah. Versus Mikey Sherrill. Check out this. They're in a debate, and, Sherrill gets exposed. Cut number 1. Check this out.
It doesn't matter because I'm going to make sure that he doesn't get to serve again when I win for governor in November of this year.
There's another big difference between her public service and my public service. It actually cost me money the time I put in and took away from my company. In the 7 years that she's been in Congress, she's tripled her net worth. There's another big difference between the two of us, okay? She broke the law. She had to pay fines for violating federal law on stock trades and stock reporting, and the New York Times reports that while you're sitting on the House Armed Services Committee, you were trading defense stocks.
Yeah, so he exposes her there for her insider trading, basically, that she was doing. I believe she grew her net worth by $7 million in just a very short period of time. She has an 8-point lead at this point of the campaign, but things are starting to heat up, as I mentioned. Here she is. She decided to go on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne, and here she is being pressed on making that extra money, that extra $7 million in stocks. Cut number 2, check this out.
So when Newsmax claims that you made $7 million from stock trades, what are they talking about?
Listen to her answer, or non-answer.
Newsmax is, first of all, a very questionable organization that is paying multiple fines. I'm not sure what they're talking about.
Well, did you make $7 million in stock trades at all? Or?
What?
I haven't. I don't believe I did, but I'd have to go see what that was alluding to again. What kind of came from?
Yeah. Because I mean,
I don't believe it.
You expect me to know what's in my portfolio?
Right.
Like, expect me to know, like
million. I think it was 6.7.
Yeah, no, I mean,
so yeah, hopefully the governor's race, because New Jersey is another state that President Trump almost flipped, and I think he's got a chance here to do that because this guy is supported by President Trump. So let's hope that we can get New Jersey to flip. And finally, Damon, your favorite polls are the word of the day, as Harry Enton has a new poll for you, Damon.
My man.
Love the poll.
My man.
When it comes to trust versus Democrats versus Republicans, here it is. Cut number 5. Check this out.
What do you think?
Yeah, what are we seeing? You know, Donald Trump being underwater, Democrats, and this guarantees us we're going to fly high in the midterms. Let me tell you, this guarantees you nothing, because at this particular point, the Democrats are the New Orleans Saints of political parties. What are we talking about? Trust the Dems or GOP more on the economy? Who leads on the economy? Republicans by 7. Immigration, Republicans by 13. How about crime, a big issue for Donald Trump and the Republicans? Look at that, lead by 22 points. So the bottom line is this. At this particular point, the ball may be on the ground, but the Democrats have not picked up the ball and running with it. If anything, at this particular point, it's the Republicans who are running with the ball on the top issues, the economy, immigration, and crime.
Heisman pose there.
43 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Did you make $7 million or not?
Don't be crazy. It was 6.9.
It's a questionable organization. Give me a break. Oh, my God. All right, we'll wrap it up right after this. Happy birthday at Doc's Gal. Happy birthday.
Yeah, they got a great defense.
Mikey AZ's in the chat. Mikey AZ was going through some health issues. How you doing, kid?
It's a Sunday night disaster. Look at this game. How about this? I can't believe Atlanta lost 30-0.
Yeah, they got shut out.
That's incrable. And
Carolina's just not showing up.
Carolina is not exactly.
Who wanted to know about our signs you said before? Like,
our horoscope.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, Alyssa in the chat, who moderates the chat for Real America's Voice, wanted to know what our signs were. She was guessing. They were getting some guesses.
She could watch old videos of this show and Sabrina.
Nolan, are you a Cancer or a Capricorn? Is what the chat wants to know.
How would they know that?
I don't know. What are you? Cancer?
All right,
you
I
one
wasn't
of
going to
those
say.
two?
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Oh,
Ding! That goes. Big D.
How did they know it?
Leo.
Wow.
Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries?
Let's go to the judges' scorecard. Judges say
On both.
none of those.
What are you? Okay. Rick Delgado, Pisces or Aquarius? Oh, okay. They're off on that. So keep guessing.
Totally. What's crazy is that I've talked about my birthday a bunch.
And Big D too.
Friend, should we get Sabrina on to talk about it? Oh my God, please no.
Yeah, my sign is feces.
I don't think we have enough show left for that.
Yeah, we don't have enough show left. Even when we brought her on at 8:00, we don't have enough show left for her.
Turnpike man, slick. You're a Pisces.
Oh my God, how many times did we get into that with her?
Oh yes.
Everything went back to that.
Oh really? She was big.
Everything that happened was for some reason because of
The tail end of her month is in the quadrant of Sag. What? I had a cousin who just lived on that stuff. What are you?
I say Damon is a Scorpio or maybe Leo. Santa Fe Mockingjay. Incorrect, my friend, on both.
So now that 0 for 5. I mean, it's the
No, I
odds
think some of those were the same from as before.
Eventually, they'll get it right.
D is a Gemini. Incorrect. Philip has it right. My birthday is in April.
Oh, so
I
you're
am
an
a
Aries.
Taurus.
Oh, you're a Taurus.
That's right. 13th to the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Monday, September 22nd. Last segment of the show already. What are you laughing at, Slick?
I'm just smiling.
What are you?
I enjoy the show. I am. You have to guess. They already know. They already know when my birthday is.
Well, your birthday just happened.
Exactly.
It was in September.
That's right.
So that means you're a Virgo.
Yes, correct.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I am.
So we have a Virgo. What are you, Delgado?
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Oh, Capricorn.
Paul's Capricorn too?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. No wonder why you guys get
no
along
wonder.
so well. Oh, boy.
Here we go.
C for Capricorn, C for conspiracy. Bingo!
Don't think I haven't put that together.
What is the sign? A tinfoil hat?
Yeah, what is it? A round cylinder flying through the air? Is that the sign? What is it?
It's an orb.
Oh, man.
Your ass is an orb.
Well, that's just come on.
Come on, Delgado.
Come on, Delgado.
We're still trying to figure out if you went home this weekend. You wear the same outfit from Friday.
What? I got the shirt, so I wore it again.
Yeah,
All right, let's do, what are we doing here? I have no
knows?
idea. Let's do some news, and let's do some sports, and then let's do some news with Paul. We'll get to everybody here. Delgado, I'll start with you. What else in the headlines?
All right. Well, of course, we all know that Kamala Harris is out. She's pitching her new book, Damon.
It's got 3 pages.
With all
It
those,
actually has some really funny things in it.
It
The
really
fact that
does.
Yeah.
all the juicy revelations that are coming out from Kamala Harris's new memoir called 107 Days. And according to the leaks and the excerpts that have already emerged, it includes quite a few digs at the Biden administration as well as those who jockeyed for a role in her campaign once Joe Biden dropped out of the race. Here's a little clip of Stephen A. Smith going off on Kamala Harris, basically about where he sees her political future. Here's cut number 3. Check this out.
I believe Kamala Harris's political career is over. I think you've seen the last of her with this book, Political. I'm quite sure she's a highly intelligent woman, very accomplished. She's a former state attorney general. She's a former senator. She's a former vice president of the United States, and obviously the Democratic nominee for the presidency of the United States in 2024. But this was the last straw, and I'm going to tell you why. Because although I'm certainly not an advocate of her diming out her boss and talking about whatever deficiencies he may have had, you could have said something. You could have done something other than what you did. And I don't want to hear about 107 days and that's all you had. There are things that she could have done that was more effective. Don't get me started with her appearance on The View. Don't get me started with when Sonny Houston looked at her and said, is there anything that you would do differently than Joe Biden? And I can't think of anything. Nobody wants to hear that when the country was in the state that it was in.
Well, why isn't he getting cut off, I wonder, like anybody else, like Scott Jennings would, or anyone else that took that same position?
Well, because
what's her name there? Big Mouth is awfully quiet with Stephen A. I wonder why.
I think at this point everybody knows that Kamala's career is over, including Clinton advisor Doug Schoen, who agrees with Stephen A. Smith. Here he is, cut number 4, Damon. In case you didn't believe it, cut 4. Check it out.
You agree with that, Doug?
Absolutely. I think she's engaging in self-immolation. I mean, Joe Biden made her the nominee, made her vice president. Stephen A. is right. She couldn't do anything on her own. And she ends up calling Biden reckless for staying in the race, saying having only 107 days to run for president somehow handicapped her, even though she raised close to $1.5 billion. Stuart, I don't understand this at all. But she doesn't have a future in my party or any party.
That was beauty. In my party or any party. From Washington to L.A., according to the interviews with more than 15 Democratic operatives across the country, the book landed with a thud among the political class, struggling to make sense of the former vice president's account, which is peppered with digs at her own party members, frustrations on how her warp speed campaign played out. If there's a political strategy here, according to David Axelrod, it's a bad one. So there you have it. I guess it's a roundly condemned memoir of 107 days from former VP, and that's the highest she'll probably ever attain, Kamala Harris.
Kamala's book apparently lays out every top VP pick, saying not only does she say Buttigieg was too much of a risk to pick because he was gay, but she says Mark Kelly was too untested, and most notably said Josh Shapiro was so overly ambitious he was already thinking of artwork.
Wow.
Yes.
Man.
And asking how many bedrooms were in the vice president's mansion.
She's burned every bridge.
and casting couch.
Yeah.
So there you have it, Dame.
Wow.
That's what I got.
That's crazy.
All right,
She'll be
very
doing
good, Paul.
OnlyFans next.
Well, I don't know about
She won't have any.
Don't start that rumor.
Yeah. Anything else on your news radar?
Yeah, this dude from Jersey, he secures nearly 1 million documents from Detroit's 2020 election, including copies of the absentee ballots and signed envelopes in one of the largest FOIA hauls in U.S. history. After years of being gaslit by some of the most dishonest people in election history, the Gateway pundit, along with some of the most respected election investigators in the state, have blown the lid off the lies about Detroit's secure 2020 election. On the election night, President Donald Trump appeared to be commanding a giant lead in battleground states with approximately 100,000 votes in Wisconsin, 300,000 in Michigan, 700,000 in Pennsylvania. And for Joe Biden to erase those margins, his performance in the outstanding vote would have needed to be dramatically stronger, particularly in heavy Democratic strongholds such as Detroit, Milwaukee, and Philly. As the night wore on, reports emerged, often inconsistent. Some precincts had stopped counting, sent workers home, started retabulations under unclear circumstances. To this day, there is confusion and disagreement over the extent of these pauses or whether any state laws or procedures were ignored in the process. So if you remember, it was a blowout. Hey, we're turning everything off. Wake up tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Well, trust us. We're okay. Boom. You lose. Scam. If you don't believe it was a rigged job, well, I'm really happy to hear that this guy here has done a good job. And I think these are the stories to see, people really going after the government, pound away and at them. So that's a great story. And I think it's...
Aaron, put my screen up here, just because we were talking about this before we wrap up here. Sinclair has put this announcement out. Beginning Tuesday night, Sinclair will be preempting Jimmy Kimmel Live across our ABC affiliate stations and replacing it with news programming. Discussions with ABC are ongoing as we evaluate the show's potential return.
Wow. Yeah.
So it certainly will not be Tuesday night for Sinclair.
Pump the brakes.
Which is probably most of the affiliates, right? Between Nexstar and Sinclair. Because ABC only owns a handful of affiliates these days that carry that show.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, Slick, quickly, anything left in sports? Give us a rundown of what's going on.
Yeah, we got Monday Night Football right now. Good game, 14-14 second half, 13-22 to go in the third. And Ravens with the ball on the 40, looking to make some move. They're just about towards midfield now. So 14-14 there. Major League Baseball, we got the Nationals right now over the Braves, Braves over the Nationals. Check that, 11-5. And that's pretty much a wrap there, Big D.
Okay. Delgado, any other headlines we haven't hit?
Yeah, Supreme Court has basically assured President Trump another win as they issued a ruling on his power to fire the FTC commissioner without cause. So the Supreme Court is backing the president's power to fire the lone Democrat on the FTC commission without cause, agreeing at the same time to consider overturning a longstanding precedent that has protected independent agencies. So there you have it. Trump going to court once again, and once again winning, because he said we would get tired of it. I'm not tired of it yet, but that's another good ruling. And again, this is the left, right? All they want to do is try to obstruct. They don't want to move us forward. But of course, Trump has to play it straight and takes everybody to court, and it ends up he gets affirmed that his power is over the executive branch.
All right, as always, we salute our military, active and active, police, firefighters, first responders, EMTs, everybody on the front lines protecting us, all our truckers, all our farmers, everybody that keeps the country moving forward. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Thanks for being here on a Monday. We're back tomorrow night, 8 p.m., Real America's Voice, right here live from Studio 6B.